Alliance War Games. My name is Captain Morgan, and today's video is going to be on secondary objectives and why this should be your starting point to build your army list. But before that, a little bit of housework. If you like my content, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Hit the bell button to stay up to date with all my content, and please comment below. I love interacting with you guys and knowing what you think. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now, secondary objectives, 17 in the book, the Grand Tournament Pack. There's 4 in each of the codex, that's 21. And then you've got 12 mission ones. That's 32 to choose on, that's a lot. So what I'm going to do in this video is maybe cut them down a bit, give you a look at some to look at, and the from there you can build your list around it and what you're looking for to do that. So let's get straight into it. What are you looking for secondaries is the ability to score points and to score those points consistently high. Now there are certain ones that will do that for you, and certain ones synergise quite well with each other. So I'm going from the 17 in the tournament pack first, and from there I would go Rod, retrieve terrorist data, engage on all fronts, stranglehold and raise the banners. Those those four, and then depending on the opponent you could choose some of the others, are probably most reliable ones to pick. Engage, you just move around the table, and if you're in all 4 quarters you're picking up 3 points a turn. If you're in 3 you're picking up 2. So that's on to you to do. What you're doing an action in each of the quarters to get a maximum of 12. So there's 27 points on those 2. Raise the banners and stranglehold. Even though I don't like them because your opponent can interact with them more easier and sort of reassuring those, they're still reasonably strong on certain maps where you've got 6 objectives. Now if you're a Space Force player, Wire Pride looks good. Oath of Moments Space Marine one, that looks good. But the Jakari Bird of Prey, of course, that looks good. Code of Combat for Necrons, Stomping Good for Orks, just a few. To the last, if you've got an army that you can build that around, is good. So there's just some of the ones from the codexes. If you're Orc, Stomp 'em Good. I think that can be built into. Now let's get on to the ones from missions. There's only 3 I'd even consider: priority, target, direct assault and data intercept. They're the only 3 that I would ever consider. And out of those, priority target is probably the easiest one of them to keep scoring on. So now we're going into this building. So if you say took rods, you need infantry units, non-character, to do actions. Engage on all fronts is any unit, but fast attack, anything that can infiltrate or deep strike in, will give you that. Razor banners is any infantry you can do. Stranglehold is any unit that can, as long as you're not contesting an objective. So for that, you can now see you're looking at fast infantry units to show you those points. And with most of the maps, you're going to be able to show those ones quite easily. Don't have to be expensive, massive units. You can choose cheap throwaway units so that you get your points. Units deleted, and while they're doing that, they're not killing the stuff that matters. That's really it. I mean, go on to maybe how these work with each other. As I said, rod engage on all fronts, work well together. Stranglehold, razor banners work together really well. Jumping good was work with engage and rod. Open moments and priority target might work well together. So my last thing is, when I rock up to a table or think about a game, I'm looking at, if I did no actions, if I didn't move, I didn't shoot, and I didn't fight, and my opponent did the same, who would win the game on points? This is taking into account with secondaries. So I try and choose my secondaries off that starting point. So say, for example, you had an opponent who chose engage, rod and stranglehold. Rod, without moving, he's only sure 8 points. Engage, he wouldn't score any. And stranglehold, he could score a maximum of 15, that's 23. So what am I going to do to counter that? I'd go, if it was the overrun mission, I'd go rod, I'd go razor banners and stranglehold. Now on that basis, neither of us would score stranglehold. So we both score rod, but I'd win on razor banners. because I'm scoring 3, 9, 12 and at the end 15, so I'd be getting 23 points to his 8. So, and then primaries points would be equal, and painted equal. But because I've chosen ones that I can reliably score without doing anything, and having to do anything, I know that what my opponent has to do to stop me winning the game. Therefore, I know what I need to do to make sure that I win, but I can stop my opponent winning that game. And from there, I build a list that enables me to do that. Example of that is for the last game I played against Nick Orks. I've got one coming up, I believe, another couple Orcs ones for Nick, and there's a Space Wars one as well in the future, me and Nick got, and there's going to be a few more down the line as well, where we go through the system, and we will pick a Necron list based on this system and how to do it, and what secondaries that list might look at, and the ones you want to dial into and play with. Hope that helps. If you've got any more suggestions on how I can improve this, or if you disagree with it, please do so. I look forward to it. Until next time. Thank you for watching. If you've have enjoyed, please hit the like button, press the subscribe button and hit the bell button to stay up to date with all my content. Also feel free to share anything you've enjoyed. Remember, everybody knows the dice are loaded.